You're right, guys, welcome back to another tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make some nice effect. This effect is like really overused, and it was like it came big sometime like a few months ago, but then it kind of died down over so many people using it. But I really like the effect when you use it like correctly and so on. So open your Lightroom. I'm just going to do like a quick brief how to do this, and create text through MoGraph. Then after you've done the text, put the caps on fillet cap and put the caps how you like them. So mine are on 0.365 on both of the caps, the start caps and the end caps, and the object in depth is 15. So the next one is you want to copy and paste that, Control C, Control V, Command C, Control V, and pull it backwards. So it'll pull the layer forward again. And then put the depth to 5 and place it to a good, I don't know, a few centimeters away from your first text. And then repeat this and try and keep the gaps the same. So Control C, Control V, drag it back and make, I think it's 6 layers. 6 layers of your thin text and 1 layer of your quite thick text. Then and make sure they're all behind each other, like not all over the place. Then place your camera where you want it and highlight all text by clicking the top one and holding shift to the bottom one, and that will select every text there. Then come down here to font and select your font. The font I like to do this with is Agency FB bold, and I just really like this font. It's just, I can't explain, it's just amazing. But I prefer to use our caps. So let's say we do the word designs. If I know how to do the word tutorial. And then you want to press Control B. This is while you've got your Lightroom open, so it'll have its own settings down here. Go to File, Save. I'm going to save mine as tutorial text. Save. And you want to save it as PNG. Then exit and start to render. My Lightroom does take a while to render, so you will have to put up with me talking for a bit. So while that's rendering, I'm going to go into Photoshop and open a new document, 1280 by 720, 100 resolution, and click OK. My computer's lagging from rendering right now. And then change the color to a not too dark but quite a dark grey, so like that kind of grey, and create a new layer. In fact, you don't need to create a new layer, we just need to wait for the text now, which should be, in fact it's not even fucking halfway through yet. Right, I'm going to pause the recording and come back to when this text is rendered. Alright, so now I'm back with my rendered text. So what you want to do is grab the rendered text and drag it into the Photoshop file you made, and it shall load up. And you'll notice that you can see the layered text behind. So what you want to do is double click the layer so it brings up the blending options, and go to your gradient overlay, set the blend mode to overlay, and you can tone down the opacity if you want. I kind of like it quite dark at the bottom and bright at the top, kind of brings out the red. And you want to add a drop shadow to this, put the distance down to 0, put the size to about 15, and you want to put the spread to about, put it to about 5, let's say. Yeah. Now you want to go into one of your graphics pack. I'm sure you've got one that I use. If not, I'd go download it, because the guy puts a new graphics pack up like every 1k subs. So mine is off rated, double click that and go into textures. The texture I use is this one. So I'll just open up so you can see that. It's the scratch metal, not this one. Don't be mixed up. There's this one that I do use, but I'm not going to use it here, I don't think. And that one, I prefer using this one. It just brings out like more metal effect. So hold Shift and Alt and drag from the corner, and it will make it bigger without losing any resolution, the size, and it won't be pixelated. And just spread it out so it's the size of your text, and then press enter and it will be over your text. And then come down here to where the texture is, and by holding Alt and going in between the layers, it'll have a black and white little circle. Click and it'll just go over your text. And now set the layer mode to overlay, and now you can see it as that scratch metal effect. You can play around with all these textures. I mean, each one does different stuff. I mean, I did used to use this one all the time. I mean, like, I'd use it in every speed art. I still do use it. It's a good texture for like kind of like a grungy feel, but I just prefer the other one as it just gives off more detail. And now, what a lot of people don't use, but I've just started doing it because I see my friends do it. If I go into Poly's graphics packs and go to the texture, it adds this like metal shine, and that'll just make your text look a little bit more detailed. So once again, cover the text with it and create a clipping mask, and set the layer to overlay, and now you can just see it as like a little shine down there. So now this has been how to create some cool text. You can use this in backgrounds, whatever. Just put some lights behind it and it'll come out alright. So yeah, I'm not going to give away this Lightroom because I got it off a friend and I don't really want to give it away. It's not mine. I didn't make it, neither did my friend, but I don't want to give it away as it'll just be overused. But yeah guys, hope you like this tutorial. Please like and comment, and see you another time.